he met a girl at Enoshima, right? And then they went down to watch the fireworks. And he didn't kiss her. So she said to him, okay, I want to get you guys' take on this. She said to him, I've never even held hands with a guy. That's what this girl said. 25.
Wow.
Okay. Now, let's say with the young guys, what would you guys think? So a girl tells you that.
Probably not. Probably talking. Probably lying.
You think she's lying? Yeah.
I'd be surprised if she wasn't.
Okay. I'm thinking she's not even Japanese. She's just lying about the whole thing. But yeah.
Monkey.
If I guess what else? What would you think? What would you think?
I don't know. I'd have to be there to.
You might fall for it, right? That's the thing. It's like very easy. A girl tells you she's never held hands. And a guy is like, "Fuck, this girl's great." You're like, she's.
You want that, like, oh.
You're the first guy. You're the first guy, right? There's always a first guy, right? Somebody gets it, Somebody gets the first fucking action on that girl, right? So what I would think is Occam's razor on this one is what is most likely true here.
She's a nun, or
She's never. She's in Enoshima on vacation by herself. Okay, which is a total fucking scene, right? And then she's never even held hands with a guy. I would just say, Occam's razor, no fucking way.
25.
Yeah, no. 25, never held hands with a guy in Japan near Tokyo. I would just be like, when she told me, I might even start laughing. I'd say, okay.
But it's so outlandish that it'd be like, maybe it's true because it's so ridiculous. That would be like she's.
Well, that's the kind of thing that people think, right?
Yeah.
I just wouldn't. I'd be playful about it, but I wouldn't believe it.
Yeah, you could play it off as like, okay, like, oh, it's your first time.
It's a tough one because it's so weird.
Yeah, true.
You got to think like, is this fucking even possible? That girls never fucking held hands? Like my friends that have daughters, like they have little boys hitting on their daughters when they're 6, right? They're like showing them their penis and stuff. Yeah. Like he's having to say, don't let your son, show his penis. He's not supposed to do that.
It might be good to ask for like a story for her to kind of explain like how she got to 25 and that never happened. Was she like in some fucking?
No, I wouldn't. Because that's believing her. That's believing her.
You're making her lie even more.
Yeah, you're making her lie. Yeah.
She's got to invent a whole story.
Okay, here's okay. So
yeah, let her get creative. Or you just hear it.
No, because that just takes her down the road of that. And also too, this lie is a very bad lie because it's saying that you can't fuck her. Basically. She's never even held hands. I mean, what is she going to give you, right? Is she going to suddenly fucking have a baby with you? She's never even kissed a guy, right? Oh, you're so lucky you kissed me the first time. Ooh. Okay, so this brings me to my fucking, what is that called? The virgin brand. So the virgin brand is girls are the most dangerous, the ones that are don't have sex young. Because they reach a certain age, let's say 16, and they meet you and they say, I am a virgin. Now, they say it's true, right? And so then you're just like, oh, okay, and they try to fuck her. She says no, right? And then next guy. And then what do you tell me? Let's say the girl's hot, right? And you're 16, right? You'd come up to me and say, that girl's a virgin. I tried to fuck her. She's a virgin. And then your friend would say, fuck, that chick's a virgin. The word would get out quick, right? So everybody's excited about, some hot chick is a virgin, right? So the word gets out quick. So she tells everybody. Now everybody knows. Now, I mean, it's such a dumb plan because eventually she's gonna fucking fuck some guy, right? And then what is she gonna do now? Her whole fucking image in the whole town is a virgin. So what's she gonna do now?
Move out of town.
No, she's gonna keep doing the same thing. She's gonna the people do what they did yesterday. She's gonna tell the only thing she knows how to do is tell you her sexual experience. A smart girl will never tell you anything. But she's so dumb. She's telling you she's a virgin. And then, of course, she's not a virgin now. But she still tells you a virgin because that's her game. That's what she does. She tells people she's virgins. They get all excited. They buy more gifts. They try to fuck her. They tell their friends. And it's this kind of thing where every time they meet some guy, like everybody thinks she's a virgin. Like well, Dave's maid, right? Drinking Dave's maid. She was a virgin, okay, when she was up north in Cambodia. And then she came to Phnom Penh and she was a virgin. So this is how I figured all this out. Because I've had girls tell me stuff, but this one was so funny. So then the wife told Dave, right? She had a great body, like killer rock. And so Dave's like, fuck, this chick's a virgin. So he told me, and it was true at the time. When he told me, it was by phone. And he's like, this chick's a virgin, our mate. And I'm like, no fucking way. So anyway, so then I came like 4 months later, right? And then Dave still believes she was a virgin. And then I said, is this chick still, it doesn't make sense. Because I had to carry her on my back because she hurt her foot. She cut her foot. I had at the beach. So I had to carry her back and she had massive titties. When she put them against me, I could not believe it. She had fucking balloons and she was skinny as fuck. Like she had fucking balloons on my back. I'm like, holy fuck, this chick's got an insane body. So then I started getting more interested. I said, because I knew she takes showers with his wife. And we asked his wife, what's her body like? She wouldn't say a word. That means her body's perfect, right? Because she's really, So we're like, oh shit, this girl. I knew it, right? I could feel it. And then, so then Dave asked, then I said, is she still a virgin? And then the wife started laughing. She was getting fucked by all the taxi drivers in our little ghetto where his house is. Because what had happened was she was a virgin and then she got to Phnom Penh and then she was just de-virginized and now she's getting railed by taxi drivers, right? But the word on the street was still that she's a virgin. And think about it. She was 3 months ago or whatever, a virgin. And now she's getting railed by guys with VDs and fucking... And she loves it. Apparently she loves getting railed by taxi guys. Like the bad boys in Cambodia. So she's totally ruined, like 3 months. But her image is still that. So what happens when she meets you, right? What is she going to tell you? Is she going to tell you? She's used to telling you her sexual experience, right? Which is virgin, which is sexual experience, right? Is she going to say, I'm getting railed by taxi guys? Is she going to be super sophisticated and not say anything about sex like that? No. She's going to be just very simple and say, wow, I'm a virgin. Because that's her brand. That's her image. And you're going to buy it because everything in her body's screaming that she's a virgin. Because she's been a virgin for 19 years. And her clothes look virgin. But she's like, now she's just... It's the most fucked up thing, these girls. These innocent girls. It's the most fucked up thing. Because you can't read them at all. These are perfect girls to work in Las Vegas. They'll make them millions of dollars. Because they just go in and work in the like bottle girl clubs. Okay. And their image is a virgin. Everything about them screams virgin. Because they practiced being a virgin for 19, 20 years. And they remember what guys... Yeah, the guys would just buy them cars and shit, right? Like some hot virgin girl. I mean, fuck. It's pretty tempting, right? For most guys, And so that virgin brand's going to last like 5 years or something, right? And she's going to just kill you because everything in her mannerism is virgin. And you're going to buy it. You're going to buy it. I'm getting a deal here. I'm getting a good girl. I'm getting the innocent girl. And meanwhile, like, the whole thing's fucked up because in truth, she's kind of a retard telling everybody her sexual experience. She's like an inexperienced, like, like she's not even like smooth or she's like telling you the stupidest shit. She's a fucking retard. And she's getting railed by every guy. So she's going to get VDs. She's going to get, like, retarded girls are not good. Like, you do not want to be with retarded girls. You want to be with smart girls, right? Smart girls, they're better. They're like retarded girls. You can fuck them one night, but you don't want to be with them, right? Mm-hmm. They're kind of tempting one night. A really stupid girl is kind of awesome one night. But, like, to be with her, it's, like, so dangerous. Because they're just, like, the Me No Say video. Watch the Me No Say video for that. So that's it. Wow. So beware of these innocent ones. I never held hands. Please. You guys are believing these fucking shit. Like, you got to be careful. Like, anything that girl told you in Cambodia, I wouldn't believe any of it. I fucking just wouldn't. just because I just wouldn't. I mean, I'm too experienced. I wouldn't believe shit. But every guy thinks, well, the girl that Paul met would lie because he's not a very good judge of character. But I, on the other hand, have this. This is what guys think. They're like, I have a better eye for these things. I can really sense this girl's definitely telling me the truth, right? And so then that's how you get trapped, is by your own ego. Is you just think that somehow, like, every guy around you, you know, in Pattaya is getting these girls, and they're like, but somehow I got a virgin, right? And guys tell me this all the time. They come to Summit and they say, I met this girl, she's a virgin. But all the time guys tell me that. There was a guy in Sukhumvit, he met a virgin, and he's telling me she's a virgin, right? He's one of the guys, I don't want to say his name. But like he believed it for like 3 years. She was a fucking virgin when he met her. And then he found out she's getting railed by, you know, everybody when he's gone, and, you know. So like in the end, it didn't even matter if she was a virgin, but she wasn't. But it doesn't even matter, like, guys. It's just a trick. Fuck all this virgin talk, all this innocent trad wife bullshit. Don't trust a fucking word they say. You got to be fucking hard, man. Think of Occam's razor. What's probably true here? Now, you can love them at the same time. You can enjoy them. And you can even have kids if you want to. You know what I mean? You can do things. But don't believe them. Don't be like... They hate suckers. You just get into the sucker mindset. As soon as he didn't hold her hand sitting there watching fireworks, she's like, this guy's a sucker. Like, she just was turned off right there. The thing he should have done is my basic mindset. Get what you can right now. Right? I would rather... Okay, so this is a girl. I would rather feel your shoulder here rather than go downstairs and then feel both shoulders. Right? You know what I mean? If I can get a little bit of action right here, right? You know what I mean?
The bird in the hand.
Yeah, the bird in the hand. Just try to get some action right now. The reason why you didn't move in, the reason why guys don't move in, is because they're afraid she's going to say no. That's the bottom line. You're afraid she's going to say no. So as long as you never do it, you never have to hear no. Right? But if you're willing to say, fuck it, I'm moving in, I'm fucking, as soon as I see her, I'm trying, you know. And then if the girl was, if she said she's never held hands, I'd be like, oh, this is, and they were already holding hands, right? So I'd be like, oh, this is the first time for anything. I'd be like, you know, start feeling her titties, right? You know, I'd be like, yeah, let's do some first things here.
It's all for the first time now.
Has anyone ever put your tongue in your ear? You know, and just start playing with it. And then she's like, oh, this guy's too smooth. He doesn't believe me, you know. And that's it. Don't be afraid of the no. You want the no. This is the thing, you guys don't want the no yet. You gotta want the no. Right. Yeah, I want the no with sales and girls, because the no tells me something. Like, actually something happened. If I try and then she says no, and I know that I'm doing it pretty smooth, right? That's the other thing. If you're doing it terrible, it's different. Then the no is real, but it's for another reason. But if you're doing a pretty good job and she's actually doesn't want to do it with anybody, then I hear that no, I'm just like, hey, cool, you know, she's not into it, right? And then I go find a girl who's into it, because other girls are very, very yes, right? So you know, if you don't want to hear the no, that's what's behind not turning it sexual. It's not some technique. It's not, oh, if I did this little technique, 1, 2, 3, ABC, that would work. No. You don't want to hear her say no. You're afraid of her saying no. So don't be afraid. Just move in right away. Try to do stuff. And then, of course, be reasonable. You know, you are in a dance, right? I'm not saying just go in. You know what I mean? Obviously, this is a subtle game. But if you think, why, like, do I want to touch her titties? Do I want to kiss her? Like, if you're not doing it, just do it. Just go do it. And then she says no. And then you learn something, right? Either your technique was bad or she really... It's a tough game because there's a lot to learn, right? You know, you obviously have to be smooth about it. And you can do it different ways. You can do it very subtle. Like I might do a lot of times, like say you're turn around towards the window, now face the window. So a lot of times when I kiss a girl the first time, I'll be behind her and then I'll go like this and then I'll maybe kiss her on the neck soft, right? And then if she's into it, she'll turn around like with her eyes closed and her tongue out, right? You know, and then she's like ready to start making out, right? So the thing is like you do have to find ways to make the move without putting too much pressure on her, you know. But if you do that and she's not into it, then that's cool because you're just like, yeah, something's going on here. This is not, you know, gone. Next, you know. And then you'll see that there's some girls that they're fucking horny as fuck. You know? You're going to start getting hornier girls. Like, you're going to start getting it. It's like, you got to learn the fucking game. You will start getting it. Girls will start fucking your brains out. Everything you heard about the Chad's getting, you're going to start getting that. And you'll be like, fuck, I'm so glad I stuck with this thing. I'm so glad I figured this game out. You know, I'm so glad I didn't stop. You know, and I didn't keep trying, right? Keep learning, keep going. Because again, it's not everything. Pickup's not everything at all. But it's a pretty fucking big thing for guys. Because it's not just the sex. It's also the feeling that I can do it. That I don't give up. That I give it a shot. That I'm worth something. Girls want, you know what I mean? I'm an attract. There's some value here. You know what I mean? And it's like, you will feel that. You'll be like, you don't have to do it all the time to have that feeling. But you'll just realize, like, fucking got some girls and they were good girls. Like, fucking A.
Yeah,
you know?
And I made that happen.
You made it happen. Yeah. You went through the fucking, the fire, right? Because there is that feeling, right? That feeling of fear, you know? Every moment. That's why you kind of got to, like, shake it up. That's why often I'll kiss them from behind. I'll approach from behind. I might touch their ass before I touch the tits, you know, because I'm behind them, right? I'm not, like, grabbing their ass, but I'm like, I might, like, touch the leg. I might do this. And it's, like, out of order. I'm always doing it out of order. So you had a goal of kissing her, right?
Yeah, I got an order.
Yeah, you had the order. It was like, I'm going to touch her hand. She's going to go for that.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to kiss her. I'm just going to tell you right now, girls hate that. They've had this so many millions of times.
Yeah.
They love a guy who just somehow gets it going another way. They do. They're very, you know what I mean? Like, you think if you're a girl, every guy's just the same thing every time.
Yeah.
It's like a playbook. And the girls play along with it, you know. But it's like, no, mix it up. Try. I go, a lot of times I'll go for the box first, you know. Yeah. From behind, right. I'll just start touching, say, their leg, you know. And if they're into it, you know, then they'll kind of like, they might like softly, dame, you know, like not real dame, right? And then I'll be like, something like, I'll grab it. And then they'll turn around and start making out with me. So it's like, you're just kind of like, you're feeling like, try something out of like, for example, if I was doing the soft touch, right? Say I was doing her leg soft touch. And then she's like, dame. Then I would go, you know, like this. And then like the opposite of what she says, right? I had to say like, grab her, start chewing her neck. And then back off. And then let her see what happened. Because like, again, you don't want to be like, she gives you orders and you follow her orders. Everything with my hand, I'm not following her orders. I'm going in. She's feeling attraction. I'm moving away. She's waiting for me to do something. I come and grab her hand again. Then I take the hand and put it against her ass. Our hands are together. And then I might take her hand and then push it against my butt. And then if then she might like it's very smooth, right? Because you're just holding hands 1 minute and then next minute you got both your hands against something, right? And then if she starts rubbing, you know, then I'm like, okay, that's a good sign. And I don't let her tell me what to do. But I'm like, okay, that's a good sign. Then I think, what's the next logical move? Like I'm always gonna like, what am I gonna do with what I have here? It's the same with the girl. She's standing here. We have these clothes on. I have no shoes on. I'm always thinking like, what's the next move in this situation? You know, what guys are like, oh no, I have the perfect bed. I'm going to take you over there and we're going to have silk sheets. It's like, no. Right now. You're doing it right here. You move in. You just keep going. And then once it gets to a certain point, like let's say you get her titties out, you know, you can see her nipples and they're public. Then you can take her somewhere else. Or if you have your dick out and she's like, gets down there, she grabs it and she's like, we got to go somewhere else. That's okay. Then it's got sexual enough that you can go with her. Otherwise, I wouldn't even go with her because I'm like, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure she's into it. Yeah, but if she gets on her knees and starts sucking a little bit, then she's like, we gotta go somewhere else. That's cool. Then I pick her up and then, yeah.
The tension has been
Yeah,
built to a level she can't.
it's somehow the girls, once they get to the point of, just sucking dick a little bit or their titties out, they agree, they're into it, and then it's just a matter of like. But even then, I try to keep it as short as possible, like really short. Like there's like I might just go. You guys are here. I might just go right around the corner right here, and just start doing it right here. You know what I mean? Just get it going right there, because they never break the spell. Never. Now you got it going on. It's like a fire, right? You got the leaves. You got that little wind. You got it coming through. You're just trying to hold the wind back. You're trying to You're trying to add a little one stick at a time to that fire. That's the mindset of seduction. It's just very soft. You can't force the fire to light, right? Like have you ever started a fire without lighter fluid, without all that shit, right? It's like a very tricky, and it's fun because you don't know what's going to happen. The wind's going to change directions. Now it's blowing, the embers there. Okay, you put something inside, and that wasn't too dry. You take it off. You put something else there. Or you might stack a bunch of stuff above it so that the little fire dries out the stuff a little bit, so that later it does burn, right? It's the same mindset with seducing a girl. It's this little soft. Is this working? Oh, it's too hard. I gotta wait for a second. Okay, I tried. How about underneath the fire? Oh, that works. Okay, that's the mindset. And then the girls, and it's just money. Girls are horny. They want to fuck. They're way dirtier than we are. You probably don't believe it, but it's true. You'll see later. You'll see. They're dirty as fuck. So get them going. Be the guy who breaks through. The reason why she didn't want to go is because nothing happened, right? Because the thing is, Prince Charming changes her life. She puts up the same defense to everybody, but Prince Charming somehow gets through. Or whatever you call him. He somehow gets through. She puts up all this defense. And then this is a girl's mindset, is I'm going to defend myself. But some guy's going to get through. And that's the guy who gets it. That's the guy who, back in the old days, gets married. It's just like, the same defense, but somehow she's like, everything I do, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but this guy's still right here. Like, fuck. And then she realizes, oh, this is it. That's the mating game. You broke through it. You did it in a way that made sense. You felt it a long way, and you went along with it. Added those little sticks as you went. Now it's a raging fire. Now you change, right? Now you can kind of go. You can kind of sense out. Okay, what dirty things might she like? Try the hair and see if that works. If that doesn't work, let it go, right? Try something. You might try a certain angle. You're trying to get it where it's hitting the G spot kind of thing. And if that doesn't work, then you move her on her side. You go backwards. You put her on top. You're trying to find where she's grooving, and then if she grooves on one move, then you groove with her, and then it's like then she'll want to make you happy, right? But it's like I'm kind of constantly seeing what works for me too, because my dick's got to be hard. That's the problem. We're guys, right? So we gotta find something that makes us happy. So if in doubt, Zen on this. If in doubt, I'm gonna do what makes me feel good once we're doing it, because if I feel good, then I'm gonna stay hard. I'm gonna fuck her good. But if I try to please her too much, you're not gonna be able to keep your dick hard. You can't just sit there for fucking 2 hours. Your dick hard the whole time, she's not touching it. You know what I mean? You're waiting to jump in an orgy. You gotta take 400 Viagras, It's like, no, man, you gotta satisfy yourself, and then she'll be cool with it. You gotta fucking don't be the Mr. Pleasing. I don't agree with that. Because I'm gonna fuck this girl. I'm gonna fuck this girl good, and it's gonna be awesome, and it's gonna be the time it's gonna be. The length of time it's going to be the way it's going to be. And you'll get confidence. You'll be like, even if I fuck her for 10 minutes, it could be super hot. I've had girls come in 2 minutes before. I had a girl come on the phone once. So don't think I got to do it this long. I got to do that. There's no rules. It's all about how she's reacting. If she's getting all into it, it's good. She's giving you the fucking shit, just fucking finish it up. She's like, well, do this. I don't even listen. I'm just like, I just keep doing what I'm doing until I'm done, right? And then the girl's like, she kind of looks at me like, like they respect it. They're like, he knows what he's doing. Like this guy, he got what he wanted, They like that. The guy is he's a winner. He gets what he wants, right? That's the other thing too. We don't want that with girls, but they want that with us. They want the guy who's going to beat everybody at the office, who's going to get the gold medal, and that's the guy who's going to fucking come, right? And he's going to fucking come the way he wants to come. He's going to do what he can for her, but at the same time, he knows what he wants, a certain position or whatever. He's just going to finish it up. And that's it, man. Don't be letting her run the show, man. You're just like, yeah, my dick's fucking rage. I'm gonna fucking pull her against the wall. Fuck, and just go for it. And then you'll just be like, yeah. And then she will, believe me, how you feel, she will also mirror at some level. Believe it or not. Even if she totally disagrees with you, she will mirror your happiness. Just like you can't help but mirror other people's sadness or happiness, right? Right? And in the end, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm going to get it. I want to smell her pussy. I want to fucking get some action. You know what I mean? Except that you're selfish, too. You want some fucking pussy now. Get some fucking pussy. All right.